Well, welcome, and join me, shall you, on this fire that I noticed across the Oakland estuary. As you can see, I'm taken off by the big sign to your bottom right, Alameda Ferry Building. This is where they take the ferry over to Jack London in Oakland, and then they take the ferry all the way to San Francisco for a 20-minute ferry commute to the big city. But I noticed this fire today as I went out to fly my Phantom 4 Pro, and I always wanted to come over to this scrap metal yard, but today there was a fire out here, so I got a 2-for-1. At this point, I kind of panicked. I didn't know what's hanging off of that crane, so I went up a little bit and got my bearings and continued on. But as you know, if you've ever flown a drone, you are only looking through the tablet, so you don't really see all this great detail until you get home. So I didn't realize that the fire department wasn't there. But as I got closer, I could see the fire, and there wasn't a lot of panic, so I just continued on my way to get a higher view top of this fire. But as you can see, they take old cars and old metal and they grind them up into smaller metal and make a smaller pile, and then finally they get into that. Here's where I panicked and did a 360, because if I'm going to do an orbital shot, you really don't want to go sideways because you don't want to run into anything. So that's why I kind of got this spiral out of control shot. But now that I see it's safe to go to my left, I can carry about my shot. And you can see that there's not a lot of, they're not acting like this is a big deal. Like, this happens all the time. So I just got that shot, and you can see a couple fire department guys down there at the bottom just wondering, okay, how big is this thing gonna get? But it's a slow moving fire, so no one's really panicking. But you can see that they shred a lot of cars here that go into that big hopper on your left. And here comes an old water truck just to help out if he needs more water to the fire department. But as you can see, the fire department doesn't seem to need any help. What they do is they hook up their fire hose line to their engine, their fire truck, so that'll pump up the pressure. But at this point, as a new drone pilot, I kind of started to panic a little bit. Not really, but I wanted to get to see my bird again. So I flew it on back. And the DJI products are great. I've never had any problems with them, but operator error and people flying in high wind or just taking the drone past its boundaries. As you can see, this is just a little trip across the estuary, no problem, but in my mind, I need to see it again, so I fly it back home and put a fresh battery in. But I always like to just keep it. One day I can fly real far like Tom Allen. If you haven't checked out YouTube, Tom Allen, he has some great videos on North Carolina countryside. They're making a new freeway bypass over there, and Yeah, Tom Allen's videos are really great. He's where I got this idea of overdubbing my voice on my Roland R09. So thanks, Tom, and thanks for coming along, people. We'll see how this voiceover thing goes, and see if they put the fire out in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace and love. Bye.